Hey everybody, Scifi Viking here, and with another video of Crysis. Now, you'll notice that my face is in the top right corner. That's because when I recorded it, 25 minutes of it, I forgot to set the audio recording. So I sat here for 25 minutes with a thing on my head, which didn't work well. But, yeah, I'll make mistakes as much as you can. So, as you're watching Crysis 1. Good old Crysis games. Fantastic games. Graphical masterpieces. Well, if you can run them. Well, if you can get past the normal vanilla and go through modding. And you know, if you can actually mod. But yeah, it works well. And even to this day, it looks great. My video does no justice because I turned a few effects down because of recording. And I had to change it to 720 1280 instead of 1600 by 1080 or whatever I have it at usually. But it still looks great to this day, even in this toned down for recording type deal. Actually, come to think of it though, shotgun. Come to think of it, I gotta say, fantastic series. It literally is. It's my kind of military sci-fi, similar to Half-Life. For those that don't know, Half-Life, great FPS game. At least the first one is. The second one, oh boy, this is gonna get some fanboys pissed. I'll get back to that. 5 minutes now. We'll talk of yeah. It's a lot better in my head. I'll start talking about the military sci-fi. That's it, military sci-fi. So, military sci-fi. To me, that's what we need to come up to next. Last gen was all military. Still military sci-fi. Not military sci-fi. It's still military, but it's not military sci-fi. Like, I guess you could say Advanced Warfare was kind of military sci-fi in the fact that you had that exosuit and all that, but like, I'm talking military sci-fi as in something like an exosuit, Crysis suit, Halo suit, Master Chief, a Spartan suit, but in sci-fi ways. In this game, you find out that there are aliens, and to me, that's the good sci-fi. That's the sci-fi, military sci-fi I like. Half-Life 1, dimensional beings. You kill them, you got like guns and all that. That's my military sci-fi. That's what I mean by military sci-fi. And that's my favourite sort of military sci-fi. I do like normal alien sci-fi like Halo. That's probably my favourite. Like Halo's got realistic sci-fi and fantasy sci-fi, which I think is the best way to do sci-fi, you know. You've got the sci-fi grounded in reality with like Crysis, where you've got a suit so you can dual wield guns and you don't lose much accuracy because you've got a suit that can do all these things: go invisible, run faster, better gun control, sort of, and all that. But also it's got the sci-fi with the alien weapons and the alien way they use anti-gravity and fly around. To me, that is what I enjoy about the sci-fi. It's got both. It's got the military and it's got the hard sci-fi and soft sci-fi. I actually have forgotten what people these days actually consider sci-fi. People consider hard sci-fi as sci-fi that's grounded in reality, and people that say soft sci-fi is sci-fi that doesn't make sense. I think that's how it is today. I don't actually remember, because it just changes every single day by the sounds of it. But anyway, Crysis, fantastic series. Now let's get on to the Half-Life. Again, this is my opinion, and if you think Half-Life is the greatest series ever made, go for it. I'm not gonna hate you for it. I'm not gonna say you're an idiot for it. But I'm gonna give you my views. Half-Life 1 deserves to be on the top 10 list of great FPS shooters ever. Half-Life 1, exactly, 100% deserves it. Half-Life 2, however, to me is overrated. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun game, but it was not as good as the first one. Now, but that depends. Overall, it wasn't as good, but in certain ways it was better than the first one. Had a better theme, the theme of humanity being taken over and they have to fight back. Great theme, fantastic theme, works well. AI, well, but what makes it a game, such as the AI and the gameplay, gunplay, not as much. Not as much. Alright, so let's talk about military sci-fi. No, we're just talking about Half-Life, alright. So, Half-Life 2, good game, but it didn't have as much as the first one. AI was crap in Half-Life 2. They just sidestepped and through grenades every now and then. They were not the best. Half-Life 1 had superior AI and gunplay. The gunplay. The only good thing about Half-Life 2's gunplay for me was the fact that the gravity gun was amazing. But you can't just solely rely on the gravity gun, at least for me. Because if you did, then you just should have just done the whole game with the gravity gun, you know? No other weapons, just a gravity gun. Which kind of sucked. It did do a few good things. It did think a few rings back, because the alternate fires were great, and that still worked. It had some creative weapons, Half-Life 2. But for me, Half-Life 1 was superior. And the thing is, I played Half-Life 1 after I played Half-Life 2. Played Half-Life 2 on the Xbox and PC, and I went, this is amazing. I wonder if the first one was like this. Played the first one, and I thought, wow, this is even better. Obviously, the graphics weren't, and the voice acting could have been better. But with Black Mesa out, then you can basically get the game. You can get the real amazing game that is Half-Life 1, and I would say Half-Life 1 is superior. I'm doing a lot, aren't I? I talk better when I'm actually like in front of the camera, unlike how it is with over talking. I should probably written a few things down to talk about actually, or I could just go into gameplay. Either way. But what else? I'm trying to think. This is off my head. Actually, let's talk a bit more about Crysis. Let's talk about Crysis. The Crysis series is amazing. Yeah, Crysis series is amazing. Open world, great graphics, fun gameplay. Choose what you want to do. Like this. I'm picking a guy up who looks crazy weird and I'm throwing him. I can do anything in this game basically. They give you a start and an end. How you get to the end is your choice. And I love that about this game. And what's weird is games today don't do that anymore. You either get open world games, full open world games, so if you go to different areas and do single missions, or not. You don't really have much games like this. Even Half-Life, Crysis 2 and 3 toned it down a bit, which may or may not have worked in some ways. I did like Crysis 3 the best, though. Crysis 3 was the best one for me. Crysis 1 and 2 were great, but Crysis 1 basically give me Crysis 3's gameplay, because it did do a few alterations. Crysis 1's mega beautiful graphics, modded, and open world, and that's next gen for me. That's all I think next gen should be. Just steal from Crysis. Just steal from Crysis. Gameplay, gunplay, choose what you want. Well, gunplay you can obviously pep up a bit, but like to me, choose a level design, as in big open map, A to B, get there, side missions to do if you want. Choose the graphics. Basically, next gens can create graphics, modded Crysis 1 graphics. They can do that. I mean, they can. Honestly, just get a right team, right engine, right optimization. You can do it. And this is where I want a lot. I'm still waiting on a lot of shooters to do something like this. I'm hoping, because I'm a massive Halo fan, that Halo 5 Guardians does this. From what I heard, you know, rumor-wise, that came out I think last year, that they're going to do open map sort of thing, a few RPG elements, which I'm kind of excited for. I think if Halo 5 does that, it will be the best in series. ODST did that, and well, ODST's amazing. That it's not the best Halo, but it was up there. Open world, well, fairly open world. Choose what you want to do, and yeah, that's when you steal from Crysis and you do it well. That is how you do it, and I enjoyed every part of that. And I hope 343 does the exact same for Halo 5, because it would be amazing. Because I played the beta. Thankfully, if you take the gameplay from what was in the beta and put it into Crysis, it would fit. And if we swap that around, I think it would fit too. And I'm excited to see what happens with Halo, because Halo is my favorite FPS sci-fi shooter of all time. But it's, again, sci-fi, hard sci-fi and fantasy sci-fi. That's what I like about it. It's between the two. Humans are grounded in really realistic sci-fi until they get to the Forerunners, where the Forerunners are fantasy sci-fi, but the Forerunners technology will mix with the human technology, which creates a dynamic which I enjoyed and love. But to me, there's so much more with the way Crysis does things, and I say that because it's okay. I took in the whole. It gives you what you want. You know, it sets you in a place. You go in, you do it. Your choice. But it was just so revolutionary for its time. It took all the best things of Far Cry 1, mixed it up, and exploded it by a million, and it just came out amazing. I mean, think about it. You want to go down, and you have to go to the checkpoint. But you got a whole lot of enemies. Now it's your choice what to do. You either go in, guns blazing, killing them all. You either sneak past them, or you decide to do a bit of both. You sneak past, plant some bombs, sneak out, blow it up, they're dead. Or you sneak to the left, place a bomb, come out, explode it, everybody moves from the right and the middle to the left where the explosion was, you make your way through. That, even to this day, is amazing, because you can't do that in most FPSs, if any, other than the Crysis series. I can't really think of any game series that allows you to do that other than, well, Far Cry. Actually, no, Far Cry 2 and 3. Other than Far Cry 2 and 3 in the Crysis series. Well, actually, Far Cry series as well. Whole Far Cry series. Which is awesome. I really hope they do more. I think we need more games. Like, that is next gen. Crysis was next gen. Crysis is this gen. And games should be doing that. We can get graphics. We can get this gen, we can get graphics on par, if not better, than Crysis 1, with the same scope. We can get gunplay on par, or better, same scope. I'm just surprised not many people do that. I think they want to tell more stories, which is fair enough. You know, if you want to do a story, do it. A lot of people liked the Order 1886 because it was story driven, which is fair enough. You like story driven games, you want story driven games, but why not mix the two? Big open world, story driven. Like what Grand Theft Auto does. Amazing. Grand Theft Auto is another example of it works, sort of thing. You know, open world, story driven. It can work. You can do open world and story driven, and it works fine and well, and it's just amazingly fun. But I guess it's up to the developers. I mean, I really can't say there's current gen games for the Xbox One and PS4 and all that. There isn't much that feel next gen. The only one that felt next gen was what was it? The Lord of the Rings one where you're like a wraith. That was the only one I can think of that felt next gen. Yeah. But then again, what do you expect from next gen? Do you expect bigger levels? Then do you expect better graphics? Do you expect better AI? Do you expect all the above? Do you expect none of that? It depends. I expect from next gen fun, interesting games, and so far I've had a few of them. Shadow Warrior, which wasn't exactly next gen, but it was fun as hell. I swear to God, that game, balls to action. Get some thrash metal, get some cheats if you can on PC. Xbox One doesn't have that, which I said in one of my Doom videos. But yeah, Shadow Warrior, thrash metal, killing things with just a sword, rocket launcher, everything. Fun as hell. My God, is it fun as hell. Everything about it was... That game was amazing. Pick it up if you haven't got it. You can get it for cheap on, well, Steam. You can probably get it for like $4. And console, you can get it for about... Well, it depends what you shop, really. I got mine on sale for like $40, so that's not too bad. Seeing it was a new game, because it came out on the consoles last year.